Hey everyone, I'm back again. I wanted to make a new video, and I was meaning to make one. I actually wanted to make this like right before New Year's, but it's okay. But I wanted to talk about how, um, at the year, end of the year, normally everyone starts making New Year's resolutions or creating new goals, which is absolutely fine and it's wonderful. But it makes me think about um, what has worked for me and what has put things in perspective for me. And one thing that I feel like is very important is to have rituals, things that you do on a regular basis that keeps you in alignment with yourself and with, you know, spirit and with nature and everything like that. One of the things that has always helped me was when I started doing it was meditation. And meditation can come in different forms. Meditation can be, you could be wide awake, you could be cleaning your home, you can be running, jogging, yoga, whatever, laying down and actually, clearing your mind and thoughts and visualizing things. It comes in different forms. It's whatever puts you in a place where you're not constantly thinking and you're just in the moment. To me, that is meditation. And you don't have to be a pro. And sometimes it is hard for your mind to actually stop thinking. And, I feel like take it one day at a time, like do one day 5 minutes, and build on um, as you progress as the days go by. But meditation to me is very helpful. I have a video on journaling and affirmations that has been a very big for me, and I have so many journals. Um, and there's still journals that I have because when I think one thing that I'm learning for myself is that I have a lot of thoughts, for different ideas, and I think it's good to keep things focused and separate in a way, just so that can be organized. So like things that like for example, I have a journal on ideas when it comes to health and holistic health and things like that. So I have a journal for that. I have a journal for astrology. And I don't know, do I have one for astrology? And I think I have one for astrology and one for numerology. You know, I have one for Kwanzaa. Things like that. I want to keep it all separated. I have like a food diary. I have like a another journal that lists all my like goals and affirmations, like things that I want to, things that are affirming to me, um, that just encompasses everything that I want and desire and things that keep me, uplifted. I have a journal for that. I have a journal for different groups and intensives that I'm part of and things like that. I have a lot of journals, and I just think it's just good to do that so you can keep focused and you can always go back and look at it and review and things like that. But to me, that's a really big thing because it's just amazing when you look back on things that you wanted and you see that it came to manifest, and it's just amazing. I remember if you go on Facebook, if you're on Facebook a lot, or if you have this, they have this thing where they'll tell you like on this day what you said, maybe like if you made a post for a particular day 3 years ago or 4 years ago or 5 years ago for that particular day, they'll tell you what you posted, what statuses or things that you posted on your Facebook page. And sometimes it's cool looking at old things because you're like, wow, I've grown so much. There's some things you're like, maybe I shouldn't. Oh my God, I'm so glad that's, that part of me, that part of uh, my life has passed, or that experience has passed. But then you also see things, you're like, wow, I've grown so much. And there was this one where I think I had just moved to Charlotte. I may have been there for maybe like 4 months or something like that, and I just started my relationship with my husband at that time, and I was just in a better place. I was just thankful for everything I had, and I remember it was I posted it on New Year's Eve, and it was just real interesting. And I know during around that time I was listening to a lot of Napoleon Hill, and if you haven't um, heard him or read his book Think and Grow Rich, I encourage you to go, listen to his recordings or to read his book, because it is great for life lessons and things like that. It's very universal, his message. And one of the things that always stood out to me is when he says to make it to where, I'm paraphrasing, make it to where your mind is a prayer, a constant prayer. And that makes that makes sense. Absolutely. Make it to where your mind is a constant prayer. Like, be mindful of your thoughts. You can't just, because sometimes people, depending on your religious background or whatever you believe in, or if your spirituality, sometimes I've observed sometimes people, they call up or pray when things are tough, but to me it's more than that. You got to to me, your life has to be, everything that you do need to have an intention behind it, and make sure that the intention is in the greatest good of yourself and of your family and of the world and mankind. I think that we have to be very intentional on everything, and that's what I'm learning, especially after doing this fast. Even with handling food, you have to be just, everything you do just has to have a purpose, and you have to be mindful. And that's why I brought up rituals there. That is good to get in the habit of doing rituals, because it keeps you focused, and it's just something that, I don't know, it's something that's helped me. And that's why I wanted to share that, because I feel like a lot of times, there's people that may, have goals and have dreams and aspirations, and they really want it, but they are not, they say they want it, but they're not working towards it. And that's why I wanted to share some things that has helped me. And I know that it can be tough, especially when you're focusing on the mundane things in life and you're just eat, sleep, work, and stuff like that. It's easy to get caught up in the monotony of that. But I feel like you have to take time for yourself. And I think it's important to write things down that you want and things that you desire on a regular basis, on a daily basis. This is not something you do a certain time of the year or whatever like that. This is something that has to be done on a constant basis. And that's what I'm working on now, is to take time each day to do something that is guiding me towards my purpose. Even if it's an hour a day, doing something that's related, something that will benefit me in the future, something that will benefit me now, something that will benefit my family, that's something that will benefit mankind all around the world right now. So that's why I wanted to come here today, is to just say that everything that we do, it's important that we have some kind of intention behind it. When you think about relationships, you think about marriage, I feel like it just, everything, to me, that just makes sense. You have to put in work in order for things to happen, but you also have to plant a seed in your mind. And and it's good to have reminders of that around you. It's just very important. And that's all I want to share right now. I don't want to, I don't want to ramble too much, but I just think that's very important to do, is that we have the power to write our own lives. To create our own lives. So write our own lives. We have the power to create anything that we desire. You know, we can't necessarily control everything, but we have the power to control our minds and how we respond to things. And I'm speaking for myself too. When I make these videos, I'm not speaking to the audience. I'm speaking to myself too. You know, this is just things that are coming in my mind, and I have to remind myself too. You know, there's things about me that, you know, that there's things and experiences about me that makes me very humble, you know. But like I said, that's all for now. I don't want to keep rambling. But thank you so much for watching. And you can follow me and my husband on Tumblr at Infinite Nature. It's, you know, the way it's actually spelled, Infinite Nature, one word, lowercase. And you can also subscribe to this channel. And I do want to start making more food videos, because just to give you more insight of like what we make and things like that. And also, when I I really want to get a camera so that I can move around more, like be more in motion, you know. But I have to work with what I got, you know what I'm saying. But I definitely want to do more interactive videos or whatnot. And if you ever have any questions or any comments or any critiques or anything like that or whatever like that, I don't mind. You know, I'm an open book or whatnot. I'm on here, you know, sharing my thoughts or whatever like that. So I'm prepared for whatever it is, you know. But thank you so much once again for taking the time to watch, and have a lovely day. Thank you.